Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's introduce myself first. My name is Wilda. I am 18 years old. I was born in Bekasi, 10 February 2003. I live in Street Gatot Subroto, number 38, Village Tanjung Sari, North Cikarang. Okay, now I'm going to read English text, Unit 3, under the title Marriage Law Reforms. Major portion of the statutory personal laws enacted in the various Muslim countries represent a mere codification of the established law or, at best, unification of hitherto divergent legal principle. There is, however, no reason to deny the fact that certain provisions in the laws have introduced significant reform in the traditional law. The principal reforms so introduced in one country or another relate to a. Marriage age for men and women and difference of age between parties to marriage. B. Role of marriage, guardian identification of solemnization of marriage. C. Registration and documentation of marriage. D. Monetary aspect of marriage, dowry and expenses. E. Polygamy and right of sole wives. F. Maintenance of wife, family and matrimonial harm during the subsistence of marriage. G. Unilateral divorce right of parties to marriage and ground for judicial divorce. H. Forced divorce relief for the parties, especially for women. A. Period of gestation and its implication. J. Parents' right, relation to custody and guardianship of children, especially of mother. Inheritance right of certain close relatives, surviving spouse, daughters, brother, sister, grandfather, and descendant of predeceased children. L. Choice of the legatee, especially their eligibility to receive a bequest. And M. Validity, tenure, and management of family, WAXFS. Reform in these areas have been effective. Different reforms in different countries, either under the provision of comprehensive codes or laws of personal status or family right or by way of sporadic legislation. The source material for all the overstated reform have been located by the jurists and the legislators of the Muslim world in the depth, divergent, flexibility, and richness of the legal principles within the vast framework of the Sharia. It is not by the case in the Muslim state, including Turkey, that personal law has been codified and reformed merely to modernize or westernize. Nor have the architect, advocates, and exponents ever quoted any wholly un-Islamic source for any of these reforms. The motives behind and the object of all this legislative activity have been as told by the reforms. They need to systematize personal law on the pattern of other law signs codified. The desire to benefit from lesser known and actual neglected principles and jurist opinions within the fold of the Sharia. The will to check misinterpretation, misapplication, and growing misuse of the Sharia law, of which there were greater chance and possibility it is uncodified state. The policy of nationalizing and truly Islamizing the law, and the urge to rebuild the society in conformity with the original, unadulterated social-legal principle of Islam. In several countries, the ulama have approved or have been closely associated with the reform effected. At the same time, some of the reform in some countries have been opposite and criticized by certain sections of religious leaders and scholars. This has happened in Iraq, Indonesia, Pakistan, Tunisia, South Yemen, and Turkey. On some occasions, their objections were accepted, and the reforms proposed are already effected, dropped, repealed, or modified. Main source Tahir Mahmud, 1987. Personal law in Islamic countries, history, text, and comparative analysis. Academy of Law and Religion, New Delhi, pp. 11 to 13. Okay, maybe enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.